Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be kind of odd because today I'm unboxing a fake PS4 controller. As you guys can see, this looks all original as Sony is written. Everything all is written, but I'm going to show you difference between the original and the fake. Not going to lie, the box looks like an original PS4 controller box. As you can see, everything is mentioned here. Now what we're going to see what's different compared from the original to and the fake. So let's unbox this controller and see what's the difference between the real one and this one. So let's see. So I'm gonna unbox this thing. I have already opened it so that I could make sure that this is working before I make the video. So I've already unboxed it to check it. So let's open this up. Packaging is kind of nice. It's the same like the original one. And see what's inside the box. It is a manual. So this is what we have inside the box, the manual for PS4 controller, like charging and stuff. Right out of the box, I noticed that there is a charging cable provided with the controller. This is kind of odd because in the original PS4 controller you are not provided with the charging cable, but with the fake one you are provided with the charging cable. And this is how the controller looks, as you guys can see. Sony written, Sony also written, this control PS logo, Sony also here written, the controller you can see. Button work all fine. Now let's see the difference between the original one and the fake one, guys. This, I'm not gonna lie, I did not know about controllers or anything about them. I would have said that this is original one, but sadly this is not the original one because in the original one, right out of the box, you won't get a cable and you won't get a plastic sheet on the what do you say, the touchpad. So let's see the difference between the original controller and the fake controller. So this is the original one. It's kind of not that, it's not in that good condition as you can see, but it is the original one as you guys can see. It kind of looks same. Let's do a side by side comparison. The main thing you can, one thing you can notice directly by viewing this, that the sticker quality is different. This is embossed sticker. I have this controller since 7 years and you can see this is not peeling off, but this controller is starting to peel off, and you guys can notice starting to peel off. You guys can see it's starting to peel off. That's the one thing you can notice directly out of the box, like directly by seeing the both controllers. So that's one point noted. And the other difference you can notice between these two controllers is the weight of these controllers. The real one is a bit heavy, but this one is kind of light. Maybe it's the battery size. Pretty sure it's the battery size. This one has a smaller battery, this one has a larger battery. Yes, so the other difference, the third difference is the PS logo. This is the fake one. There is a bit gap between the S, but in the original one, I can show you guys. There is no, wait and focus. There's not that much of a gap. It's like directly joined. So that's one other difference. I think that is the three differences you can notice. One, as I mentioned, is the sticker quality on the back, the serial number. You can see that the original one does not peel, but this is starting to peel. The other is the way, the second one, and the third one is the PS logo. And yes, one other difference is that maybe I'm right or maybe I'm wrong, but if I'm right, I'm gonna view a picture of the original camouflage PS4 controller. The what do you say? The direction, the arrow, something like this, is not like this in this color. It's in dark gray, I believe. You guys can see it's in dark gray. I'm gonna put a real photo of comparison to see if this is in dark gray or light gray. But that's, I think, the fourth difference you guys can notice. So this is a new controller and my screen is on, as you guys can see. one is on. But the main thing is that whenever you buy a new controller, even if even if it's a fake or an original, it won't directly connect to your PlayStation. So the first thing what you gotta do whenever you buy a new controller is that you gotta insert a charging cable. Insert a charging cable, make sure it charges, it's charging, and now you just turn on the controller by clicking the PS button. Now it's turning on. You can see it's a bit shiny. So let's remove this plastic button and compare the controller now. As I remove the cable, the controller is still connected. You guys can see that. And one other difference also I noticed that the light is coming out of the charging port, you guys can also see. So let's connect the original controller and see that if there's that such type of difference. Guys, I hope you guys can see that there is a difference here. Let's bring the original controller here and see if that difference is present in this controller too. So yes, the difference is there indeed. And just turn it on to see the difference, I'll be honest. There's this here. That would be another point to make sure that your controller is original or fake. So let's turn this on. Let's put the charging cable. It's not charged, I guess. That's why it's not working. But this is the controller. You guys can see there's no light coming out of it. Compare here, both side by side. With this is not charged. I'll turn on the other original controller which I have. So yeah. So the one other difference you can notice between the original and the fake is that there's no light coming out of the charging port. But in the fake one, a light is coming out of the charging port, as you guys can notice. So that's the fourth point or the fifth point, I guess. I'm not sure, but that is another difference. Now let's see another difference that the touchpad is the same between the both original and the fake control. So let's peel this bad boy off the plastic. Yeah, yeah. Just turn this off. The other controller is kind of distracting me. But this is the second controller. You can see the fake one. The touchpad of this, and this is the touchpad of this. By touching it, I can feel a difference. I'm not gonna lie. This one is slippery. This one is a bit grippy. So that's another point I believe you guys can see. And what else? Like yeah, you can see like this is not leaving any spots where I'm just touching over it. You guys can see, leaving nothing, no fingerprints and stuff. But let's see if this leaves any fingerprints, which I have noticed that this is leaving. You guys can see. Let me on flash so that I can show you much properly. You can see that this is leaving fingerprints while I'm touching it. So that's another point to see. While when I'm touching this, I'm leaving no sort of spots on it. That's another difference. So I think these are the main points that how you can use a fake controller. First thing first, let's repeat all the points. The first is the weight. By just holding the original and the fake controller, you can see that the weight difference. The original one is heavier and the copy one is lighter. And the other difference is the stickers. As you can see, stickers on the original one do not peel, but the stickers on the fake one are starting to peel right off the box. And the other difference which we noticed was the light coming out of the charging port. You can see that's the third difference. I'm sure. I think you can see no light coming out of the fake one. And people say that the Sony logo is a bit tilt. To be honest, I can see no difference. But yes, that's another difference. You can see how it's not properly aligned. It's just not properly aligned. But when you view this, it's properly aligned in a way that it's like in perfect alignment. But this is not in a perfect alignment. And the other difference was yes, these indicators. In PlayStation controllers, the indicators are always in dark gray rather than in chrome, no matter what the controller is. And the other point is the touchpad. This one is grippy, this one is less, this one is grippy, and this one is slippery. This one does not leave fingerprints on, but this one does leave fingerprints on it. So I think that is it. That's the main difference. You can check to view the difference between the original or fake. If any other thing I spot on, I'm gonna make sure I make a video. And yes, there was the difference between the PS logo. This is the PS logo of the original controller. It's perfect. It's imperfect. There is no gaps or spots left. But in this, there's a bit of gaps and spaces left. But these are like the slightest difference you can notice by your eyes. The main difference, you can't even notice the difference between this, not gonna lie, difference between the Sony logo and this alignment. But these are the differences. But the main difference is the weight and the sticker and the light coming out of the charging port. So that is it. That is it. I think that's the main difference you can notice. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, click the bell icon, and like this video. See you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye.